So we hadn't gotten a ringside report for like what, maybe 2 weeks now. We finally got the third ringside report, which I have it right here. We're going to go over it. It's about MyFaction. I know some of you guys don't care about it. But again, since I just mentioned the negative stuff, I want to go over the positive. At least for me. There's some positive there's some positive takeaways that I get from this mode. I get my fix for the card collecting element, which I do in every sports title that I pretty much play. And when you line that up with wrestling, you know, I gotta give it a shot. And for what it's worth, they did add some cool features, like, you know, bringing in that 1v1 multiplayer element is awesome. I want to see how that plays into the, you know, the community and how people react to it. If there's going to be an actual following now. One of the things that I noticed looking over this report is that they didn't mention the auction house. There's no form of trading cards, selling cards. They really didn't do the update that I wanted to see for 23. I wanted to see them do something where it made the mode, I guess, more balanced and not as money hungry and grindy as it felt. So let me move my camera hub here. Change my lighting a little bit. Sorry about that. All right. So over the decades, factions have been a big part of wrestling history, whether it's the NWO, D-Generation X, or even modern day groups like the Bloodline, Judgment Day, and Damage Control. This is a major aspect of WWE lore, and there are no signs of this powerful concept changing in the future. In WWE 2k23, players have the ability to form their own groups in MyFaction, where fans can collect and upgrade cards of their favorite WWE superstars and legends. The objective is to build your own faction from the various men and women in the game, and participate in daily and weekly challenges, while also competing online to earn rewards and more. So there's more ways to earn rewards. I think that's great news for sure. They are doing the live events, which is right here, as you see, introducing live events. We're going to get into that shortly. But let's talk about online. One of the biggest changes and additions to MyFaction is the all-new online head-to-head quick play mode. That's all it says. There's no mention of anything else. There's no co-op here, which is unfortunate. I thought MyFaction being about team building and card collecting would have been cool to do a lobby or even look for a match with your friends and use your favorite card in your collection and kind of show who you most enjoyed using. So it sucks to read that through online quick play you can put your skills to the test with the best cards in your collection and prove your faction is a force to be reckoned with, challenge friends and others in the WWE community for endless hours of fun. So it seems like they're not really adding much more than that. And then what I was talking about, the live events, I'm really digging this idea. It's going to give us an incentive to come back and follow through, right? And WWE gives fans plenty of shows and events to look forward to year-round, and we're eager to deliver the same kind of excitement in 2K23. This year, we've added scheduled live events for players to participate in, with regular post-launch content to play through. Live events is a single-player experience that offers a variety of match types and challenges where you can earn new rewards. So they brought back weekly towers, proving grounds, faction wars, and, you know, the live stuff. That's cool. It has cool elements. I dig it. And I like the evolution of MyFaction cards. Those are basically cards that you work towards having them evolve. That's awesome. You know, but the unique character models and attires that's locked for MyFaction only, that's a fat L, man. They shouldn't get greedy with this mode, because this mode can be so special and so enjoyable. But doing it this way is just not going to work. It's making people not even want to play it. And then it says there's so much more to come with the release of 2K23 only a few short weeks away. We can't wait for you to check out all of the cool content that we have up our sleeves. And speaking of cool content, we have a limited edition Stone Cold Steve Austin MyFaction card in collaboration with our friends at El Segundo. Stay tuned for how you can add this unique card to your MyFaction collection. So look at that. I love the artwork, man. I love the artwork. And I love the idea that's behind MyFaction. It already sells itself for me. But it just seems like they didn't add enough, and they could have. They could have done the auction house at the very least if they weren't going to give us more things to look through. I think that giving us, you know, Weekly Towers, Proving Grounds, and Faction Wars again. I'm going to do the Faction Wars. I'm going to do the Faction Wars again. I had a blast playing that last year. It was like 500 wins. I'm going to do that again. But beyond that, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to care to go online with it. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something that I'm going to play beyond, you know, the limit of matches that you got to win and the rewards that they give during that time period. That's about it. It could have been so much more. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments section. I already know you guys are definitely on the fence about MyFaction. Are you actually going to give it a go for 2K23? Are you going to give it a chance this year? Or you just gave up and you're done with it? And if you are, I totally get it. I totally get it. It's all right.